Welcome to another episode of Astral Auto Repairs. Can you dig it? Alright, check it out, guys and girls. Today is part 16. 2004 Chevy Impala with the 3.4 engine. Intake manifold gasket job turned to a head gasket job and replacing the cylinder head. Alright, last we left off, we got the two cylinder heads on, got them torqued down, got them down to 95, 44 first step, 95 degrees the second step. Now we're going to see how much we can get done today. The temperature right now is 26 degrees, I believe. You can see I'm in my uniform right here. I'm good. I might end up putting a jacket on, I'm not sure. But let's get right to it. Let's see how much we can do. We'll be right back. Alright, guys and girls, the first thing we got, as you see, everything's looking pretty. We did that. Now, I got the car jacked up, and I got it up on jack stands, and the hydraulic jack under there. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do up under here, and then Sylvia's going to give you the view from the top while I'm putting it in. Now, I remember also, we still got to get the mounts for the exhaust that the guy so graciously left them out for us. So we got to get those rubber mounts. Why he didn't put them back, I have no idea. But what we're going to do here is, let's get our light cut on. There we go. Climb up under here. And there's our jack stand. Jack. And we're going to be up there. And what I'm going to do is position this, get this exhaust system on to the studs on the exhaust manifold, and you should be able to see it from the top. Yeah. And then I'm gonna use my 13mm deep impact with my 1-inch wobble, half-inch wobble socket, and I got two 12-inch half-inch drive extensions of my air gun. All right. It's gonna be I'm gonna need both hands on doing this. Try to finagle that thing in there and get them bolts up there. Let me see now. Yeah, see, I gotta also turn this exhaust. And what I'm gonna do here is that I gotta turn it. I got my little jack stand in case I have to rest it on that. All right, be right back. All right, you got your view right there. I'm gonna get up here, up under here. Let me see if I can turn this thing. All right, I got my jack up under here a little bit. Huh? I ain't know, but I realize it's gonna be too high though. Take my jack up under here. Let's almost. So close. Unbelievable. Okay, this ain't gonna work. Jack the engine, I can get it better. All right, so right there, I'm gonna move my jack over to the bottom of the transmission pan, because I gotta pick that side of the engine up a little bit. Okay, let's try that. Really? Okay. Now, suck part about it is I need to hold this into place while putting a bolt on there. Take these gloves off. Sometimes these brown jersey gloves gets in the way. Okay. You can see that? Huh?
Yeah, I can see your hand.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay. I got one started. Now the other one, let me see if I can get the bolt up there. Get the nut up there. Where's that at? Right there. Got my shirt caught on this thing.
We need to take a commercial break.
Why? Alright. Let me just. Alright. You can't see that other second one, can you?
Alright, we can see your hand.
Huh?
We can see your hand.
Oh, good enough. Alright, I got them. And we'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright. Now I'm using my 13mm deep, 1/2-inch drive with my little 1-inch wobble and my two 12-inch 1/2-inch drive extensions. As you can see, I'm getting up there to the one bolt right there. So let me hook up my air gun and all, get this situated. And I've got my air gun set on medium setting. This bolt ain't got it. This don't have to be super tight. Second one over here. Perfect. All right. Let me get from under here. We're gonna let this car back down, and we'll be back. All right, guys. Let's get right to it. Let's put our rockers on. Now, remember on the new head we have marked them somewhat. Yeah. 1 through number 6, and we have our other 6 here, and you notice we put our shims on each and every one of them. Now on your push rods, you're going to have 6 push rods, 6 intake and 6 exhaust. The exhaust push rods are longer than the intake. You must remember that, okay? Because you'll mess this engine up if you don't. Now, another important step. Just don't get an intake manifold gasket and just the gasket alone. You see this set right here that Olivia got? This set actually comes with new intake manifold bolts. You are going to need those. If you put this intake back together with the old bolts without no sealer on it, they will come loose. That's why they supply you with the new bolts with these kits. You must get those. All right, let's get right to it. We got our intake manifold gaskets. You notice these are metal. If you got a kit that has the plastic ones, return it. They're junk. They're gonna break on you. You must get the metal ones. They're gonna last a heck of a lot longer, okay? So what we're gonna do is go over here. Now, let's see here. See, both of these gaskets are pretty much the same exact gaskets. And what you want to do is make sure that when you put them down there, the ports on the intake lines up. Like you put it like this. Now right off the top you say, hey, that looks like it line up. No, it's not. See the middle one? How it's off? That's wrong. Turn it around. Lines up perfectly. Now, on these gaskets, you see those? You got a little pinhole, little hole right there. You got a little hole right there, and you got one right there. On this intake manifold gasket, it's got the pins sticking right out of it, so they line right up with it. Put that in there just like that. Dang it, another gasket fell. And that's good. Now, before you do this though, before you put this down there, take it out, get your red silicone, and you're just gonna put a dab of silicone right there on each 4 corners. Just so when the oil don't leak out through there. Just a dab, not a lot. All right, close this up. Let's set our gasket down. Into there. See how it seals up right there? It pushes that silicone right out of there. So that's gonna be one perfect seal right there. That's great. Let's get our other one. Go to this side and push that down. The reason why we got to put this gasket down now is because our push rods go behind that. Hey, stick it down there. It'll be down there good. All right. Now the next step is very, very, very important. A lot of guys will tell you that we go ahead and put the rockers on, put the push rods in, and slowly tighten them down. No. That's where they break these cylinder heads. The stuff. What you got to do is bring up the #1 piston, set it at top dead center, and then there's certain valves you're going to tighten up, and then we're going to rotate it 360 degrees, and then we're going to do the other ones. That's right. So if we look, let me see if we can see down here. All right, there's our harmonic balancer, and there's an indication right here, this little line right here. What we're going to do is turn our crank until that line lines up. But you're going to say, well, how do we know? How do we know it's going to be at top dead center? #1 cylinder's over here. How do we know it's not going to be off? If the cam is off. Good question. Oops. All right, what you do is take 2 push rods. Here's your exhaust valve right here, so that's going to be the longest one. So we look right here, there's the longest push rod. That's going to go right down, set right down into there, where the lifter is. And then we're going to have the intake, and that sits over like that. Now what we're going to do is get a socket and turn the engine, and we're going to watch these push rods. Both push rods have to be down, and then I'll know that #1 cylinder is at top dead center, and we'll be ready to go. All right, we'll be right back. All right, what I got here, 18mm 3/8 drive ratchet socket and my 3/8 drive ratchet. Make sure your spark plugs are out at this point, because then it's going to make it super easy to turn this engine over. And what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to put this socket on here, and I'm going to turn clockwise. But we ain't gonna pay attention around down there right now. What we're gonna do is pay attention to these push rods. Now watch what happens as I turn the engine. See how they come up? And we got both of them coming down now. So, let's look down here at our harmonic balancer. Make sure we got a light here. And we should start seeing a mark. Let me get some, I'll be right back. All right, guys, before we go any further, I need to explain this to you in a little more detail. You got to understand how this engine works. First, the intake valve is open up. Gas and air is going to come in. Then it's going to go up on its compression stroke, burn the stuff, pow, come back down, come back up, and open the exhaust valve to push all that junk out. So we're going to do this by hand now to make sure we're doing this right. Now, let's see here. All right, so our intake valve is opening up right now. You see the push rod going up. So right now that valve is opening up, letting the gas and air in. Okay? Now it's coming down to close it up. Now that piston came up and it's going to go pow. That's called the power stroke. Then it opens the exhaust valve, as you can see, and pushing that junk out. So what we do now is we gotta go over here. Now the intake valve is opening up, so it's letting the stuff in. Intake valve is closing up. Now we go down here and we're gonna bring that mark around. I think you can see it. You be able to see it? What's that right there? Nothing. Dang it, where's the mark? Dang it, where's the mark at? Oh man. That kind of sucked. That really sucked. All right, guys, we're gonna try to find this mark. We'll be right back. All right, guys, I got a little problem here. I do not see no mark on that harmonic balancer. So we got to step up our game a little bit. We got to do this old school funk. All right, what we're gonna do here. Let me get this out of here. It goes that way. I had that the wrong way. That goes that way. All right. Now what I'm going to do here is first, let's turn our engine around. Get back to where we're supposed to be. All right. There's letting the exhaust out. It's opening up the intake. Closing up the intake. Now I'm gonna take a screwdriver and I'm gonna put it where the spark plug hole is at. Now we should be coming up on our compression stroke. There we go. So I'm gonna keep on going. Let this screwdriver come up, and as soon as this screwdriver starts to descend, I know I'm at TDC. Bam. Right there. I am going to leave it right there. All right, let's get the rest of our push rods. I'm gonna make sure our push rods are nice and clean here. Wipe them off. All right, and we're gonna set them in. Let's see. Now, I got them set like this. I got my intakes over here and my exhaust over here. So, now, as I said, my exhaust ones are the ones way in the back. So, let's see. I got an exhaust right here. Whoops. got an exhaust right here. Okay, over here, right here, and right here. Okay, our exhausts are in. The next thing we're gonna do is put the rest of our intakes in. Right there, right there, right there, right there, and right there. The intake ones are the short ones. Remember that. Okay, and somewhere over here, here's our old push rod, the one that was scarring up. That's the one we replaced. Got a new one for that. All right. Now we're gonna take our rockers, and actually I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do this when we come back. I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's do this. The first thing we're gonna do, because we're gonna put these in here, we're gonna start putting our rockers in here. But now that we got number one at top dead center, what I'm gonna do is get my markers here. Get you a set of markers, and let's see. Let's use I got a yellow one here or something. Yeah, there we go, yellow one. Let's get the yellow one. All right, and what we're gonna do here is mark the harmonic balancer. Get a light. And let's see here. Our marker's right there, so we're gonna mark it right. Let's get this thing. Should have opened this up before. Let me mark it up. Let me mark up here something.
Those are new markers?
Yes, they are.
Where'd you get your pretty markers?
I forgot.
Oh.
Sylvia got these for me for Christmas. Oh. There we go. All right, so, and I mean, these things are great, guys. These mark nice, small. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that mark, guys. So get you a set. Where you get these from?
Amazon.
You're supposed to say, I don't know, Santa Claus got them.
Santa Claus brought them.
From Amazon.
Ask Santa Claus.
All right, so we got our mark. Now, very important, this procedure right here, these next two steps, because this will avoid you stripping out these bolt holes, all right, for the rockers. Now that we got top dead center, we're only going to put in a certain amount of rockers, because right now the cam lobes on them, it's all the way down, so there's not a lot of pressure when we go to tighten up that bolt. All right, so which one we got? This way, what we're going to put on next? Which rocker we going to put on?
This head.
This head.
The fourth one.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let both. Oh, okay.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Let me get my rocker number 4. All right, I got my rocker number 4, and I got my shim on it. Wait a minute, do I got that right? What the heck, man? Let me put this on backwards. Dang it! What the heck wrong with me? Okay, and what I'm going to do is, see, being that that rod is all the way down, I can go in and bring this in by hand, which is great. I don't have no pressure on the valve. I'm grabbing a lot of thread. Okay. Next one.
The last one.
Right.
6.
Number 6. All right, got number 6. Let's get this one set down. Notice I'm not using any kind of hand tools, anything. set those down. All right, next.
On this head, we're going to do number 2.
That's a question you asked me. You.
Yeah, number 2.
Okay, number 2. All right, so let's get number 2. Okay.
Number 3.
3. And make sure you got your shims on these, if yours have them. Okay.
Number 4.
And also make sure your push rods are set down into your lifters. Okay?
And number 6.
And number 6. Okay, everything is set down. All right, guys, now what we're going to do, we're going to torque these down. All right, let me get my torque wrench and a socket, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, let's start torquing these down. And then these bolts are torqued down to 14 Newton meters and then 30 degrees. So get your little mind out there. We're going to do that 30 degrees again. All right, first of all, I got my snap-on 3/8 drive torque wrench. Guys, this thing is junk. I know you like what do you mean it's junk? Matter of fact, I can show you better than I can tell you. Follow me inside the truck. The gears on this thing stripped out. I mean, and it's a torque wrench. It's a torque wrench. So what I had to do was take my small little stubby ratchet that I use a lot, take the gears out and put it in there. But then I noticed even on this one, look at the gears on this. This is the gears that came out of here. You know, that's garbage right there. That is junk. I need me another. I gotta get me another torque wrench. I'm gonna go to Snap-on, get another little piece and all that, put in there. But we got our. I'm sorry. It's 19 Newton meters, but it's 14 foot-pounds. That was it. So I am on my foot-pounds right here, and I am down there to 14, one notch below the 15. All right, and I got my 8mm deep socket, 3/8 drive, and I'm gonna just go until we hear it click. All right, we'll be right back. Let's go outside. All right, let's get this done. I'll go till we hear it click. Number 2. Done. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and finish these 4. Be right back. Alright guys, the next thing we got is 30 degrees. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit here, and I got my short ratchet with my 8mm. Well, actually I'm using a 5/16 3/8 drive. And what I'm gonna do here is it's angled right here. Me is 90 degrees, half is 45, 30 is just a little bit, guys. That's it. That's all you do. See, I'm used to this. So I know, right, if I'm 30 right here, 90, 45, and done. All right, go over here. I'll show you one of these over here. And what I'm gonna do is position it like I'm right here. All right, and that's it. Again, one more time. That's it. All right, let's get these done and get to the next ones. Be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get our 18mm socket down there, and we're gonna turn the engine, turn it over, and then we're gonna get our next ones done. All right?
How far do you turn it?
Turn it completely around till that yellow mark comes up again. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we are good to go. We broke the line back up, and now we're gonna put our rest of our rockers in. Just pretty easy. Here's number 1. Okay. Here's number 2. Remember, make sure our shims are setting down in there. This is great. Perfect. Then get our last one over here. All right, let's get them all in, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, the next thing we got, according to the party line, we got to put our spark plugs in. But see this one right here that he put in there that don't match the rest. So that's garbage. And I'm looking at the top tip of them. This one right here, I ain't putting that back. But these 4 look brand new. The tips are good and everything. So we're gonna put these 4 in, then we're gonna get some more. And what I'm gonna do is get a little anti-seize. And just gonna coat the threads a little bit. Do not get none on the contact, just on the threads. That's it. Then we're gonna get 2 more and put them in there. All right. And what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna take my finger right here and I'm gonna just make sure that gets around into the threading. Being that these are aluminum heads, if these things corrode inside that head, somebody's going to take them out and it's going to strip those threads right out of there. You don't want that to happen. All right, here we go. Let's grab us 3 plugs. And what we're going to do here, we're going to start from the back ones. Let's see here. know, this sucks. You know, I got a trick for this. I'll be right back. Alright, what I'm going to do is set my spark plugs up here. And what I got me here is about a 6-inch 3/8 hose. Put it just like that. Gotta figure out which way this cylinder's going in there. There we go. Okay, that's one. Two. And number 3 is faced this way. Somewhere down there. Do not cross thread these. These things should be able to go in by hand. Okay, let's get a socket and tighten those up. Be right back. All right, I got my 5/8. Well, actually, I got a 16 millimeter. 16 millimeter and 5/8 is the same thing. My 6-inch extension. And now I'm gonna go down here and finish tightening these spark plugs up. And what I'm gonna do here is, as soon as it stops like that, just a little bit more, because this is aluminum. All right, let's go over to here. Make sure I'm on the spark plug. There we go. Okay, and the last one. And the reason why we're doing this, guys, because with the valve cover and everything is in the way, the coil pack, it's easier to get this done right now. Okay, and what we're going to do now is install our spark plug wires. And we got our 3 wires right here, the short wires. They go to the back, and we have marked them before. This one got number 3 on it, so we know it goes to the 3rd cylinder. And push that on. Number 2 and number 1. So we're going to stick those on, and we're just going to lay our wires to the back. Let's get this on here. Okay. And number 1. Okay, you want to make sure you hear that little click on them. Now, these are done, and over here going on the coil. Remember before we marked them on the coil. Uh-oh. Okay, that's number 3. And that's number 1. Got the one little dot there. And this, I think this is number 6. This is when Sylvia said put the numbers on it. Right? That's when you said put the numbers on it instead of the dots. Alright.
Do we call such things?
You did. You told me to do that. Instead of putting on the dots, you said, why don't you write the number? Alright, we are looking good. Alright, I'm going to put the 1 spark plug in up here, and then we're going to order the other 2 spark plugs. Be right back. Alright, guys. You know what? We got the other spark plug in. We're going to get the 2 spark plugs and put in here, because I don't like the way the other 2 look. Everything is looking really, really great here. She's really going to be happy. But you know what? Today it's the day after Christmas. I don't know when whoever's watching this video at this time, it's the day after Christmas, so we're going to call it a day and cut off. I did want to show you guys the diagram here. So I need you to get real good at it. I mean, you know, get close up on it. It's in Spanish, I know, but that's the one that came with the box. And it tells you, you know, bring it up top dead center. And once you get it top dead center, these are the rockers that you tighten up. Then you take the crank, go around one time, and then you tighten up the other two. All right, other side. All right, just let you know that. We're gonna call it a day. Bam. Be right back.
Alright, so this is the end of part 16 for this Monte Carlo. What was it, 2004 Monte Carlo 3.4. It's been so long I forgot what the car was already. But anyway, as you guys saw, we put in the rockers and torqued them down, and the spark plug and the wires, and you guys know what we did. So if you guys have any comments or questions, you can post them below in the comment section, or you can email Timmy at tim@astralautorepairs.com. Alright, hope you paid attention. If not, watch it again. This is Sylvia from Astral Auto Repairs. If we can't repair it, nobody can. See you next time.